This is a part of the prosperity of a nation. Let's rain on the news this afternoon. Rivers Assembly passes another amendment bill into law. Court sets date for hearing of Edison Ehi's suit against police. House of Representatives ask IGP to adopt community policing. Tanker drivers threatened to stop petrol lifting on Monday. And on the foreign scene, Senegal election delay ruled unlawful. I'm Fetriku Moyle with the news. Now, the Rivers State House of Assembly has passed into law the State House of Assembly Service Commission 2024 Amendment Bill after it scaled through third reading. The passage of the new amendment bill followed the lawmakers' deliberations on the merits and demerits of the law. The Speaker of the House, Martin Amehule, shortly after members voted unanimously in favor of the bill, directed the Clerk of the House to convey the decision of the lawmakers to the Governor for his assent.
The House agreed that the Rivers State House of Assembly Service Commission Amendment Law Number 3 of 2006 should be repealed. This particular amendment strips the Rivers State House of Assembly of its powers of appointment of chairman and members of the Rivers House of Assembly Service Commission, a commission that is domiciled in the House of Assembly for the House of Assembly staff. Cannot be controlled from outside the House of Assembly by the Executive. Clerk of the House ensure that the clean copy is forwarded to His Excellency the Governor for his assent.
Meanwhile, the Rivers State House of Assembly has advised the state government to ensure it immortalizes the late Chief Executive Officer of Access Holdings, Herbert Wigwe. The lawmakers gave this advice during the 110th legislative sitting after observing a minute's silence in honor of the late Wigwe. Now, the member representing Ikwere State Constituency, Lem Chinyeche, moved a motion to register the Assembly's condolences over the death of Dr. Wigwe and other family members who were his constituents. Correspondent Soebi Oruwara reports that the Speaker of the House, Martin Amehule, read the resolutions of the lawmakers.
Takes very seriously the lives of people of River State. What has happened is indeed a huge loss to us. Just like other members who spoke, we cannot question God and compress all of them. All others can be merged into one prayer, which is to say that how to reach out to the family and hope or urge the River State Governor or River State government not to abandon family and the dreams, the vision and the mission of the late Herbert Wigwe to Wigwe University.
The House later adjourned plenary to February 27, 2024. And now to core stories. A court hearing of the fundamental rights suit filed by the Rivers State House Chief of Staff Edison Ehi against the police will now be on February 25th. This is after lawyer for the police, Celestine Dixon, asked the court for more time to respond to a preliminary objection and counter affidavit challenging the jurisdiction of the court to hear the matter. Justice S.H. Aprioko of the State High Court in Port Harcourt granted this request. The lawyer spoke to correspondent Emeka Otoka shortly after the court proceedings.
We have to look at it very well and then make a necessary response, because we are talking about the issue of fundamental human rights, and if you are talking about the court to do justice, then everything we have to be holistic. We have to look at if what has not been done right and what has been done right. We are challenging the jurisdiction of the court.
Meanwhile, a suit filed by the dissolved APC executive led by Emeka Beke challenging their dissolution has been adjourned until March 13th for hearing. Justice C.N. Wale of a State High Court in Port Harcourt adjourned the matter to enable the lawyer of the respondent, Rex Nwogu, to respond and serve process on all the parties in the matter. Mr. Nwogu spoke to our correspondent after the court proceedings.
They are challenging that the resolution was illegal and the appointment of caretaker is illegal. And we are saying that the party acted in line with the party constitution. So we need to file and serve all the processes on all the parties.
The lawyer for the claimant, Collins Dickey, also spoke.
We are saying that no section of the Constitution of the All Progressives Congress empowers them to do that. No section of the Electoral Act 2022 allows them to do that. So we're saying that's what they be standing on, no legs, as it were. That's why we're in court.
To come, tanker drivers threatened to stop petrol lifting on Monday. Stay with us.
Own a home at the Great Taft City, Port Harcourt, a well-planned faced city where you can live, work, and play. Greater Taft City is a 20,000 affordable housing unit initiative developed by Taft Africa Global in partnership with the Rivers State Government, located just along the Port Harcourt Airport Road, Obirikwere. With as low as 19,990,000 naira upwards, you can own houses at the Greater Taft City.
Still trailing gang leader David Gift, popularly known as Tubaba, the prime suspect in the killing of Ahoda East DPO Bako Ambashin. Now, the Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations, Olubenga, disclosed this while handing over 420 kVA generators recovered from the hideout of Tubaba. DCP Adepoju said Tubaba and his gang seized the generators from a company operating in the area.
Perkins generator about 4 that was recovered by our men. This notorious most wanted criminal in the Rivers Command, Baba and his gang, who killed our DPO Ahoda some months back. This generator was intercepted by him while going to a location for a company. I intercepted the generators and was demanding about 20 million, 5 million each for each of the generators to be released to the company. And while we were on search for him, we were able to storm on the generators where he kept them, and our men tactically cordoned the place and recovered the generators.
And now the federal government and state governors are considering the creation of state police to tackle insecurity in the country. This was part of deliberations between President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and state governors at the presidential villa in Abuja on Thursday. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, told journalists after the meeting that the process would take shape after more deliberations between stakeholders.
There is also a discussion around the issue of state police. The federal government and the state governments are mulling the possibility of setting up state police.
Now, the minister also said that the federal government has ruled out the importation of food as strategies to address the high cost of foodstuffs and the economic hardships troubling the country.
At this point, that the nation requires food to be brought out to the people so that we can control prices and put food on the table of most Nigerians. Other commodity traders are busy holding these commodities so that Nigerians will suffer or they will make more money. So the governors and Mr. President have taken this decision that security agencies will collaborate with the state governors to ensure that this ends. A decision has also been taken that in the interest of our country, there will be no need for food importation at this point.
Similarly, the House of Representatives has asked the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Wetoku, to adopt community policing as outlined in Section 15 of Nigeria Police Act 2020. The call followed the adoption of a motion on a matter of urgent public input by a member of the Labour Party from Plateau State, Asamago. Now, ruling on motion, Speaker Tajuddin Abbas mandated the House Committees on Police Affairs and Legislative Compliance to engage with the IG to ensure compliance and report back to the House within 4 weeks. In the meantime, the House of Representatives has moved to alter the 1999 Constitution to allow for a change from the presidential system, which it argued was too expensive, to a more parliamentary system. Elder statesman and First Republic lawmaker Aminu Dantata is backing the advocacy by the 60 members of the House of Representatives for Nigeria's return to the parliamentary system of government. Dantata said this when he received some of the lawmakers led by the minority leader of the House, Kingsley Chinda, now who paid him a courtesy visit at his residence in Kano State. The House minority leader spoke to Newspen after the courtesy visit.
Even where we say we have made all our allowances, you will find out that it's just a drop in the ocean. And so we need to do something drastic because our country is dovetailing. We sat down, thought through, and concluded that one of the several solutions to our problem should be to take a system of government that is manageable to our system. Considering our population, we need so much fund, and then we need to conserve these funds.
And now to business. Nigeria is at the brink of another fuel scarcity. The Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners, NATO, announced plans to stop the lifting of petroleum products starting from next Monday. This is contained in an official statement issued by NATO's President Yusuf Othman. The decision stems from the high operational cost, particularly the expensive diesel needed to power their trucks for product transportation across the country. Diesel prices reportedly range from 1,250 naira to 1,400 naira per litre. This has raised concerns about potential disruptions of fuel supply. And now to entertainment. American rapper and actor Bow Wow has opened up about his battle with drug addiction that once landed him in the hospital. Bow Wow said he beat his addiction to hard drugs and has since learned his boundaries. And to sport, Napoli and Nigeria striker Victor Osimhen is among Paris Saint-Germain's leading candidates to replace France forward Kylian Mbappe, who has told the French club he's leaving them at the end of the season.
And now we bring you news from the world.
The decision to postpone this month's election in Senegal is against the constitution. Senegal's Constitutional Council annulled both President Macky Sall's decree and a contentious bill passed by Parliament moving the vote to December. Opposition figure said it amounted to a constitutional coup. President Sall had announced he was pushing the election back because of concerns over the eligibility of opposition candidates. That's a wrap on the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Rivers State House of Assembly has passed another amendment bill into law. The court has set February 21st for hearing of Edison Ehi's suit against the police. The House of Representatives has asked the IGP to adopt community policing. Tanker drivers are threatening to stop petrol lifting on Monday. And on the foreign scene, Senegal election delay has been ruled unlawful. The news was edited by Martha Okere-Nkem. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Ifechuku Moyali. Thanks for listening.